Hello, my dear students. Today I will be explaining you poem number 2. The title of the poem is Song. Let me give you a brief introduction about the poem first. In this poem, the poet, in every new stanza, the poet wants to be something inspired by the nature. Like in one stanza, she wants to be a cloud, and in other, she wants to be a butterfly, then wave, then flower. So let's begin it. Oh, to be a flower, nodding in the sun, bending, then upspringing as the breezes run, holding up a scent brimmed cup full of summer's fragrance to the summer's sun. So, in this stanza, the poet wants to be a flower who nods in the sun. Nodding is when we move our head in the movement of yes, when we say yes. And as the breeze blows, the flower sometimes bend and sometimes upspring itself again, holding up a scent brimmed cup. So when a flower, see it, the poet in this stanza, the poet has compared the flower to a scent brimmed cup, means a kind of cup which is full of scent to the top. Brim means now there is no space. The flower is like a cup which is full with a scent, full of summer's fragrance to the summer sun, means the flowers which grow in the summer season, if we see them or if we smell them, they give us the feeling of summer. Next stanza. Oh, to be a butterfly still upon a flower, winking with its painted wings, happy in the hour. Blossoms hold mines of gold deep within the farthest heart of each chalized flower. So now in the next stanza, the poet wants to be a butterfly who sits still upon a flower. Still means without any movement, and it winks with its painted wings. Like we all have seen the butterflies when they move their wings, it is like the movement of our eyes when we blink our eyes. And the poet has called the wings of a butterfly painted because they are so beautiful and colorful as they have been painted. Happy in the hour, in the time, in the moment when the butterfly is sitting upon a flower, it is very happy. Blossoms hold mines of gold deep within the farthest heart of each chalized flower. Blossoms means flowers. Mines of gold means the nectar of the flowers, the juice of the flowers. And what the poet is saying, that butterflies are very happy as the chalized flowers means the flowers which are in the shape of cups. As a flower, like the poet is comparing the flower to a cup, and that cup holds mines of gold. The cup, the flower holds the nectar, and they, like, it's available to the butterfly, and butterfly when it sits upon a flower and it sucks the nectar, it is very happy. Next stanza. Oh, to be a cloud blowing through the blue, shadowing the mountains, rushing loudly through valleys deep where torrents keep always their plunging thunder and their misty arc of blue. Now the poet is saying that she wants to be a cloud. Blowing through the blue means floating in the blue sky. Like clouds, they float in the sky. Shadowing the mountains. The poet wants to become a cloud, go over the mountains and put her shadow over them. Rushing loudly through valleys deep where torrents keep. What are torrents? Torrents are the fast streams of water. So now if the weather changes and inside the valleys where the torrents are flowing, means there are water bodies flowing in a very great speed, and the thunder is plunging means coming towards very quickly, and the thunder is plunging, and the atmosphere is all misty is foggy. Arc of blue, arc is a curved shape and blue is the sky. So the poet is explaining us the beauty when it rains, and If she becomes a cloud and she go over the mountains and valleys, and deep inside a torrent is flowing, a very fast river you can say is flowing, and the thunder is plunging towards it, all the things are foggy in the rainy season, and it is very beautiful, so she wants to be a cloud. Next stanza. Oh, to be a wave, splintering on the sand, drawing back but leaving lingerly the land. Rainbow light flashes bright, telling tales of coral caves half hid in yellow sand. Now she wants to be a wave, which splinters on the sand, means which break into small pieces when it comes to the sand, as if we like on beaches, when the waves they come towards the sand and it splinters into different segments, drawing back but leaving lingerly the land. Yes, the waves draw themselves back, the waves move back into the sea, but they leave the land very lazily. Lingerly means in a very lazy manner. Rainbow light flashes bright, telling tales of coral caves, half hid in yellow sand. So, see how we come to know that there is coral inside the sea. There is coral, there are coral caves. What is coral? They are the cave like structures just above or below the surface of the sea formed from coral, and coral is a hard rock like structure. So, as the sun rays they fall upon the coral, and the white light splits itself into the seven colors, the rainbow colors, and the rainbow splashes itself. When we see the colors of the rainbow, we come to know that there are coral caves inside the sea, which makes it more beautiful. Last stanza. Soon they die, the flowers, insects live a day, clouds dissolve in showers, only waves at play last forever, shall endeavor, make a sea of purpose, mightier than we dream today. So, in the last stanza, the poet is saying that our dreams should not be like flowers which die every day. Our dreams should not be like insects who live only for one day or their lifespan is very small, very short. Our dreams should not be like clouds who shower the rain and they dissolve themselves. Our dreams should be like the waves which are consistent in their action and they last forever. And with endeavor, endeavor means if we endeavor, if we put sincere effort in our dreams, make a sea of purpose. If we have a purpose, a goal, a dream in our life which is mightier, which is stronger than any other thing, even the sea is so strong. So the poet is comparing that if we have a dream, a goal, a purpose in our life which is stronger than the sea itself, we can make it a reality, our dreams. So the poet is asking us, are our dreams stronger than the sea? So yes, our dreams actually in the form of asking a question, the poet is giving us a message that our dreams should be stronger than the sea itself, and by putting our sincere efforts into our dreams, we can convert them into realities.